Allow me to begin with a simple truth. Luxury service does not begin when the first drink is served. It begins the moment the guest steps on board. Before you speak, before you offer assistance, and before you present anything, the guest is already forming an impression. They notice the atmosphere. They notice the crew. They notice whether the yacht feels prepared, calm, and under control. In luxury service, the smallest details begin speaking before we do. Imagine that the guests are approaching the yacht. The deck team are ready. The interior team are positioned. The cabins have been checked. The welcome drinks are prepared. Everything appears organized. Then, just before boarding, a crew member walks quickly through the guest area, carrying cleaning supplies. Another crew member is speaking loudly into a radio. Someone asks, within hearing distance of the guests, whether the luggage arrangements have been confirmed. Nothing serious has happened, but the illusion of effortless preparation has disappeared. The guest has seen the operation before they have experienced the service. The correct welcome is simple. Welcome on board. It is a pleasure to have you with us. The guest is then guided calmly towards the prepared arrival area. If a cabin requires an internal adjustment, the guest does not need to know. The team manages it discreetly. The guest experiences readiness, not preparation. That distinction is fundamental. Guests often notice more than crew realize. They notice hesitation. They notice rushed movement. They notice unfinished details. They notice when one crew member gives a different answer from another. They notice when the team appears to be reacting instead of anticipating. They may not comment, but they remember how the environment made them feel. Luxury service is not only what the guest receives, it is the confidence created around every interaction. A professional butler or chief steward protects the guest from the operational machinery behind the service. The guest should not hear about delays, shortages, misunderstandings, or department pressure. Those matters belong behind the scenes. Our role is not to pretend that problems never exist. Our role is to control how those problems affect the guest experience. The operation may be complex. The service must remain calm. There are 5 standards I expect before any guest arrives on board. First, complete visual readiness. Guest areas must appear finished, not almost finished. Second, controlled communication. Radios, briefings, and internal questions must remain away from the guest. Third, coordinated positioning. Every crew member should know where to be and what role they are performing. Fourth, consistent information. The team must provide one clear and reliable message. Fifth, calm body language.
Even when timing is tight, the crew must never appear rushed, uncertain, or disorganized. Luxury service begins before the first request. It begins with preparation, awareness, discretion, and control. A polished uniform may create an impression. A smile may create warmth. But confidence is created when the guest feels that the yacht, the crew, and the entire experience are already under control. That is the invisible standard, and it is often the standard guests remember most. Yacht Evolve 360 focuses on the practical behaviors behind genuine onboard readiness. Explore the training framework at www.yachtevolve360.com.